Another thing to keep in mind when trying to survive in graduate school is identifying resources that can help you. What do I mean by that? For instance, do you know where the counseling center is? Do you know where the reading and writing lab is? Do you know where the student health center is? Do you know where the student activity center is where you can exercise and relieve some stresses physically? Do you know how to do study skills? Do you know where to go for study skills workshops? Do you know how to access the student services necessary that will help you? Do you know where the financial services office is? Do you know how to seek the right people to answer the right questions so you don't spend your time running around the whole campus wondering, what shall I do? And when does this occur? As soon as you step foot on a campus or begin to look at a campus that you've been admitted to and you know you're going to go to that campus, make sure right away, ask for a brochure, a handbook, or any type of pamphlet that lists all the services that are available to students. And when you're there, pretend you're on a scavenger hunt. Visit these various offices, know what they offer, know where they are, and know how to access them. And if possible, develop some strong relationships with these offices. You'll never know when you're going to need them. The reading and writing labs, do you know where they are? That's where you seek support. They teach you how to write, how to edit, how to begin to present your ideas, how to begin to articulate them. Reading skills. All of us read. Some of us will read magazines, comic books. Some of us are very good readers with books, research articles, and so forth. But not all of us have all those skills. Sometimes we need to go to some of these workshops to teach us what is it that we looked for. The introductions. How do we understand the content? How do we make sense of that content? Can we comprehend what we're reading and how we're reading it? These are things that are very important to help you through graduate school. I know, you already tell me. I have a bachelor's degree, I already know how to do that. I got the grade point average, now I'm in graduate school. But graduate school takes you to a whole nother level. So learning how to write better and how to read for comprehension can be very helpful in making sure that you get your assignments right and you're able to interpret and follow what it is that your professors are asking you for. Financial services. Don't ever find yourself struggling. Many of us had to take out loans, and I know it's hard. We'll say loans. On the other hand, it stopped us from working 40 to 50 hours a week. Remember, when you go to college, your goal is college. Not to see how many hours you can work, but being able to graduate successfully. So you too can set that journey and set foot going forward to make sure that you're successful in whatever position you're applying for. But that starts by being able to organize your life and how you seek those supports while in graduate school that will help you if you ever need to seek those supports when you're out of graduate school. Now we need to talk about something that's very serious. As the Associate Dean of the Graduate School, I'm also the person that receives the probation list and the suspension list. And when I interview students that are on those lists, this is what they usually tell me. I didn't know all the guidelines. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know when the deadlines were. I didn't know you had to hand in stuff on time. In high school, I never did. And undergraduate, they let me slide. I didn't know I was supposed to pre-register for classes and when those dates were. I didn't know that there was a curriculum sequence I had to follow and which courses came first, second, third. I didn't know there was a developmental process that happened in a chronological order that allows me to learn and build on the knowledge I had the semester before so I could be where I'm supposed to be able to graduate on time with all the courses that I needed to take in the right way. I didn't know these things. These are the things that students tell me that are on probation, and many times I have them on suspension. So where do you get your guidelines? Know all your guidelines. You get those from your handbook, you get those from the graduate student catalog, you get those from the websites on the campus, the resources list that many campuses may have. Know all your guidelines. Know the guidelines as to what needs to be done, when it needs to be done, and how it needs to be done. Know your deadlines. One of the first things that you should do when you receive your syllabi is take a calendar book, and for those of us that are, of course, more technologically advanced, maybe an iPad or even our phone, put in when all your papers are due so you know when all the deadlines are in. Put in when the end of semesters are, when the holidays are, and so forth. When you put in a paper that's due, Make sure you put in a reminder 3 weeks before that so you know that when you hit that reminder, it'll tell you you have a paper due 3 weeks from now. Let's start working on it early. Put in when you're going to have time off. So you make sure you make appropriate plans to be with your loved ones and so forth. Know when that happens. Put in when the holidays are. Those are the best time to relax, recuperate, and also come back refreshed. Know when that happens. Put in when all your exams are. And at least 3 to 4 week reminder before those exams so you can begin to put things together to make sure you're successful in the exams you take. Make sure you do that. That's very, very important. Know when to pre-register. Many times courses will fill up and you won't have a chance to register and you'll say, oh my gosh, how am I going to get in those courses? I need them to graduate. These need to happen now, so forth. Well, the way to do that is to keep track of those deadlines and talk to your advisor. When is the best time for me to register? What do I need to register for? How do I go about registration? How do I make sure I get the classes I need? Know your curriculum sequence. One of the first things you should do, if your handbook doesn't do it for you, get a sheet of paper and type out all your different courses you take by semester, and when you take them, check them off and put the grade that you receive in each one. In other words, you take control of your education. You guide your education. Don't let your education guide you by not knowing where you're going. You guide your education by keeping track of what you're accomplishing and how you're finishing it. These are very, very important. And also, make sure that as you're going through your guidelines, you know your deadlines, your pre-registration for courses, when you're supposed to take the courses, that you keep in mind. You can be the person that guides your success the best. And when you're in charge, and when you're organized, it makes life for everyone else around you easier because they know where you're going, what you want to do, and they're going to be there to celebrate when you reach your successes at the end of semester or at the end of your college career when you graduate. As a matter of fact, we're all going to be there cheering you on because you knew when your guidelines were, you knew when the deadlines were, and you knew what courses to take, when to take them, and you knew what you had to do to get done. So I wish you the best, because I know you can do this. I hope you're all doing well out there. But let me talk to you about one of the most important things about surviving graduate school. And this above all, whether you study, how you spend your time working, talking to instructors, taking classes, with everything together, the most important thing of all, find balance in your life. Truly find balance in your life. Engage in activities that are fun. For instance, I like to mountain bike, I like to go hiking. That's fun. I often do that with my loved ones. It's even more fun. We get to talk, we get to laugh, we get to spend time, some really quality time together. But I also know when I have to study, when I have to get things done, and how important it is for me to get those things done. Staying organized, like I talked about before, knowing how to articulate what my needs are, that's very important. And these are things that will help you create that balance. Exercise, stay healthy. I'm not talking working out in the gym 2-3 hours a day. I'm talking maybe half hour to 45 minutes 3 times a week. Taking a brisk walk. Maybe swimming during the lunch hour. Maybe riding a bike to campus. Sometimes we can ride a bike to campus and it kills 2 birds with 1 stone. We don't have to worry about parking and we get our exercise at the same time. Kind of neat, huh? I thought you might like that one. But being able to eat healthy, watching ourselves so we can stay healthy, how we eat, how we exercise, how we spend our time. Spend time with your loved ones. Because at the end of the day, when it's all over, and you come home tired and so forth, guess who's going to be there? The people you love the most. The last thing you want to do is come home frustrated, stressed out. You become short with people, say things you really don't mean, create situations that can become very, very angry situations, and sometimes destroy the relationships that we have with those that we love the most. So when you spend time with your loved ones, make it quality time. Whether it is going out together, watching a movie, going to a movie, going to some free events. Maybe the campus might have some free events with people that are giving lectures and so forth. Maybe going to the park. Maybe a little picnic. But doing something that says, you know what, I value you, and I love you, and that's okay. Let others help you too. Don't let your pride, and don't be so prideful to think that others can't help you. It's okay to ask for help. That doesn't mean you're weak. That means you're smart. That means you know when you need help, and you're not about to let yourself go down that road where not only that you hurt yourself, but those around you. So finding balance in your life is very, very important. Try to find that peacefulness within you, because that will go a long ways in helping you realize and helping you think and helping you understand the situations that you're in. Listen to others as you would like them to listen to you. Look for the best advice. Find the most honest people, as I said before, and other times. That honest, safe people are those that really have your best interests in mind. And you should have their best interests in mind also. So work together with others. Remember, find balance in your life. Engage in activities that are fun. Exercise. Stay healthy. Spend time with your loved ones. And let others help you. And then you will also pay it forward as you help others as you go on. After you graduate and you begin your life in a new position in your career. And those that were there to help you then will still be there once you've moved on. For those are your loved ones. So take care of yourselves and remember, do the best you can. It's always easier for us to forgive when you know that you did the best you could. It's very hard when you decided to leave us out and not be part of our lives as we were part of yours going through your graduate career. So I wish you the best of luck. And remember, you're not alone. This is a family affair. This is a group affair. This is definitely a whole network of people that get you through. And someday you will be part of that network that gets others through. Take care and good luck.